All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad, diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. And BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all for a Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere, anywhere on our ad. Basically, this is the number of women that did not simply just scroll right on by. So they click somewhere on the ad, anywhere. And we care about this because then we know our Boudoir Facebook ad entered that woman's brain. And we know if our Boudoir Facebook ad enters a woman's brain, that's literally the only time that our chance of buying from us is greater than 0. So under 6% is a problem, and we gotta get this above 6% and ideally as high as possible. So unique CTRL is super common, or under 6% is super common, but it is not normal. It is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. So the 3 PCM, 3 pre-click mistakes are the root cause of Boudoir low click syndrome. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe building up here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And now BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico. Can't get this anywhere else. We invented it. And treatment with this takes about a week. What we do is we duplicate the Boudoir Facebook ad, leave the original one as it is, on or off, whatever. We treat the duplicated one with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and at the end of the week, we simply keep whichever one running has the has the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated one. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes. We now have pre-click alignment, PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So from my residency, went out and found a Boudoir Facebook ad out in the wild, brought it here to the hospital, tested it, found out its unique CTRL is 4.3%. So that means this ad is only going into every, 4.3 out of 100 women's brains. So it's under 6%. We know BLCS is present. Duplicated it, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So that means we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS was wasting 37% of their ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then we actually know that $3,700 a month is being wasted. So we can cut that wasted spend out instantly. So save the $3,700 a month, which would be like 40 grand in the first year. That'd be kind of like as a phantom profit by only running the Boudoir Pico treated ad. And we can run that just at only $6,300 a month, but get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original running at 10 grand a month. So that's the magic of this. Next, second part of my residency, went out and found a second one, brought it to the hospital, tested it, found its unique CTRL was 1.39%. All right, that's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. So let's duplicate it and let's treat it with BLC or Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. So we did that. We got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So insanely good. And we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 84% of its ad spend. So since it's wasting 84% of its ad spend, if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, we can actually duplicate. Oh, actually, we can just take our spend, put it on the Boudoir Pico treated ad at $1,600 a month and get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original running at 10 grand a month. So $8,600 a month in savings. Literally, what's that? 100 grand in the next year, kind of like phantom profit back in the business owner's pocket. Next, we got the had a patient come in, So his Boudoir Facebook ad, 5.03% unique CTRL, so it's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. So we actually did duplicated his Boudoir Facebook ad, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and found out with treatment, his unique CTRL got up to 15.35%. So we found out he was wasting 67% of his ad spend on, with that original one. So now we can, eliminate, if you spend 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, we can eliminate 6,700 bucks in wasted ad spend, keep that as a, again, like a phantom profit. And we can actually pocket that like 80 grand in the first 12 months and run the Boudoir Pico treated ad at 3,300 bucks a month, get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original Boudoir Facebook ad running at 10 grand a month. So super awesome efficiencies here. So from what I've seen, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. Literally approximately half. I mean, look at the numbers here. We got wasted 37%, wasted 84%, wasted 67%. And so the average of that's probably like between 50 to 60%. So spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, about 5 to 6K, approximately 5K every month being wasted. That's 60 grand over the next 12 months. All right, so now we're gonna inspect this one, diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So first thing I'm looking at is here, we got the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we actually believe we're trusting what Facebook recommends we should fill out when creating our ad is what is best for us to fill out instead of being best for Facebook that we fill out. And the consequences of doing this, of making this mistake, is way more women are scrolling by our ad than necessary, which pulls our unique CTRL under 6%, and it increases the probability of us having BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. On the back end, Facebook loves it because the more women scroll by our Facebook ad per unit time, the more Facebook ads Facebook can serve per unit time. So the more money Facebook earns per unit time. That's why they recommend us to fill all this stuff out, because it's best for Facebook. It's not best for us. So we never ever want to listen to anything Facebook says. Next, we got the looks like an ad mistake here in the create of the photo. So the false belief that caused us to make it looks like an ad mistake is we're believing our Boudoir Facebook ads should look like ads because, well, that's what basically every other Boudoir Facebook ad we've seen, it looks like an ad. So everyone can't be wrong, can they? Well, and literally 100% of the Boudoir Facebook ad backend metrics I've seen and have tested myself, 100% of them have had BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, with a unique CTRL under 6%. And why is that? Because everyone's making these same 3 pre-click mistakes. So the false belief or the consequences of making this looks like an ad mistake is that we're gonna have way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and increasing the probability that we have BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. And finally, we're going to look at the see more headline up here. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. And let's see. So we got Attention Healthcare Heroes invited 9 women this month to our studio for a luxury boudoir experience. Invited at 1,200 bucks. All right. So 9 women this one. All right. So we only got 2, relevant context points here. So yeah, We got the lack of context mistake here. The false belief that's causing us to make this mistake is, we believe we've got the right amount of context to actually, have the optimal amount of the correct women coming through, pulling our unique CTRL above 6%, while also minimizing the amount of wrong women clicking somewhere on our ad, because we don't want to confuse the meta ad algorithm, have the wrong women click on it. And the consequence of this is, way more women gonna be scrolling by than necessary. That could have been a perfect fit. But they're scrolling right on by, pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and increasing the probability that we have BLCS, Boudoir low-click syndrome. So, looking at all this, do I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has a unique CTRL under 6% and therefore has BLCS, aka Boudoir low-click syndrome? Yes, I do. I believe this is a perfect case for one. So if you're a Boudoir low-click advertiser, BLCA, with BLCS, so unique CTRL of your Boudoir Facebook ads is under 6%, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you decided this is where you need to pull the next optimization, the next profit out of the business, because you've done other spots of your business, but you're ready to do it now for your Boudoir Facebook ads because there's a ton of money being spent on this. Then and you want to be on your journey to become #1 boudoir photographer in your city, then shoot me a DM when I open intake for new patients. I currently don't have. New intake is currently closed, but when I do open intake up again, shoot me a DM and we will see if you qualify.